internal, external, and formal and informal levels. Okay, so what do you mean by internal and external levels? What do you mean by internal and external levels? Internal means basically internal and external means it is basically talking about the organization, one organization. Okay, so within the organization they are talking about internal level, and with outside the organization they are talking about the external level. Okay, within the internal organization it should be, you know that there should be the formal communication, and outside the like organization or in the external level you should be having informal or formal both the communication. That it's up to you that to whom or the person standing in front of you, you have to decide that you have to talk to him or her formally or informally. So that is all about internal and external levels. What do you meant by formal and informal levels? Basically the formal and informal levels means uh, formal level, one thing is formal level which should be having the rules and regulations, which should be having the uh, number of rules which you have to be followed at that time, which means in the internally of the organization. In while you are inside the organization you should have to follow that rules and regulations. That will be known as formal level. Informal level means, as I have told you earlier also, that externally or outside of the organization it's up to you that you can try to convey to the people with formally and informally both. So basically informally means that you can talk to the person without any rules and regulations. You can talk with a person without uh, following any rules. Okay, or in the in limited words, whatever you want to speak, you can speak up in the informal communication. But while on the other hand, in formal communication, you should only have to speak with limited words and with a set of rules and limitations. But in informal, you should have to be speak without any rules, unlimited words, or without any limitations. You can speak whatever you want to speak, and you can also express your emotions in the informal communication, okay, or informal level. But in while on the other hand, informal level, you cannot be express your emotions at all. Okay, so I hope that you will be clear with the levels, with internal, external, formal, and informal. Now we are moving towards the flows of the communication. Flows of the communication meant to be upwards, downwards, and horizontal. Okay, that means upwards, downwards, and horizontal. As I have told you all about earlier also, that levels means talking about the organization. So in the flow also they are talking about the organization only, upward, downwards, and horizontal. Upwards flow, downwards flow, and horizontal flow. Upwards flow. What do you mean by upwards flow? What do you mean by upwards flow? Had some guesses. The three levels: top level, middle level, and bottom level, your low level. Okay, while you while the person of low level, while the low level is talking to the top level. Okay, so which kind of language or which kind of uh, words they will be used to talk to the top level? Obviously the formal language, the limited words, the formal language they will use to convey their thoughts to upward level, right? So that is known as upward flow. When the low level is talking to top level, then it is known as upward flow. At that time, the low level will use the formal language and use the limited language. Also by following the rules they will use to convey their thoughts and emotions to the upward level. That is known as upward flow. What do you mean by downward flow? Downward flow is also just like the upward flow. Okay, downward flow means while the top level is talking to the middle or low level. Okay, then also the top level will also following that same rules, regulations, limited words, and with the formal thoughts and views they will convey their thoughts and emotions to the low level. That is known as downwards flow. Understood? Okay, means in both the things we just used to following the rules with the limited words, and also we just had the formal communication between in both the flows, in downwards also and upwards also. Understood? Oh, now what if, also there is one thing in upward, that to the top level, the lower level cannot be directly interact to the top level. Firstly, lower level has to tell to the middle level, then middle level used to tell contact with the upper level, means top level. The thing is that the low level cannot be directly contact with the top level. Okay? So this is known as the upwards, about upwards. Okay? You have been done with upwards, you have been done with downwards. Now you are talking about the horizontal. Horizontal means, as you can take a guess, कि upward हो गया, downward हो गया, means while the lower level is talking to the middle level and middle level is talking to the lower level. Now it is very high time to learn about the horizontal, means talking at the same level. When the people at working at the same level, okay, the co-workers are talking to themselves, is known as horizontal communication. Okay, now it's their time to understand that while they are inside the organization, they are at the same level. Okay, they should have to follow the rules, regulations, limited words, and also having the formal communication while they are inside the organization. But while they're outside the organization, they should now, it's their turn to understand that which kind of communication they used to be convey, or which type of thoughts and emotions they used to be conveyed to each other, like in a formally way or in an informal way. Okay, it depends on their psychology and their mentality, that which kind of language they want to be followed, which kind of communication they had at that time. Okay, as I have told you all about the silence also. Silence, that means if someone is silent, that means that the person is giving the legally exception to you, or legal permission to you, that yes, you are correct, you can do that. Okay, so as I have told you about the types of communication, about the forms, about the levels, about the flows, and about the silence. So I hope that it should be clear to you all, and if any of the confusion, please comment me in the comment section, and also just subscribe my channel. Stay tuned.